Hi Virgo, welcome to your March 2015 horoscope reading. Okay, so first and foremost, I just wanted to say that somebody keeps setting up a channel and linking my videos to it and saying that that's their work and it's not their work, okay? So I just want to let you know that basically if you want to read with me, then it will be under the Lisa Jane Tarot card readings, okay? If it's under any other name, and if the channel is full of all different tarot readers and it hasn't just got all different videos from me from the previous months, it's not me. It's somebody trying to get someone to send money to a PayPal account. And then they probably won't complete the reading, but they did it once before and I did tell YouTube about it, and now they've done exactly the same thing again, okay? So I can't stop idiots from doing that, but what I can do is let you know so you're sort of aware. You can also visit my website where my email address is on and email me directly to make sure that it is me, okay? Because otherwise it's just somebody who's getting you to pay through them and not delivering the work, okay? Obviously just a fraudster. So the situation position for Virgo for March is the Empress, okay? So the Empress is a great card to get. The Empress is all about abundance. For some Virgos it can be a pregnancy, okay? It may be that you fall pregnant this month. The situation could be that you're already pregnant and you're feeling abundant and you're feeling happy and content. You know, maybe you'll go to spend some time in the country. It could be with family or friends, but again it could be that you hear about a Leo, possibly because the Empress is a Leo, or a woman around you. It could be a sister, a family member who is pregnant this month in March, okay? And it brings joy and happiness to the family. Okay, but you can see that this woman is abundant. It can also be that the situation for Virgo this month is that of a nurturer. Okay, so you take on almost like the trait of being the nurturer to people around you, to being the kind, caring, compassionate mother figure. It could be in your career, it could be in your love life, it could be towards your partner, it could be towards your family. But you're going to feel a lot more nurturing. It'll be less about business as usual, which what Virgos are driven by. It may even see some Virgos starting to want to plan a pregnancy, okay? The advice if you don't want a pregnancy is to, you know, double up is the only way I can say it, and go to the doctors and be, you know, get yourself protected and stuff. There's injections now where you can get them where they cover you for 3 months, okay? Go and get that injection because the Empress will see you being quite fertile, especially, well, obviously just the Virgo women, so you'll be quite fertile. But for the men and the women, it'll be fertile in creative ideas, fertile in compassion and being nurturing. You'll just have so much abundance about you. Just exude nurturing this month, okay? So it's going to mean different things for different people, but again, if you're wanting a pregnancy and you're a Virgo lady, then this is the month to be, you know, getting in the sack and getting some and making yourself pregnant, okay? Maybe it's that you decide you want to have a baby this month, okay? And for those who don't, it's time to get out the bed. You know, make sure you protect yourself and be careful, because obviously it could lead to an unwanted pregnancy, okay? But for others it's going to be nurturing, kindness, careness, and for others it'll be healing about a pregnancy, okay? And it could be a woman who's close to you. Okay, so your career sees the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands again is, I'm seeing unity within a career, okay, feeling happy and content, and this would make sense with the Empress. So for the Virgo men and women out there, it's almost going to be like, it's not going to be about ambition, it's not going to be about money, it's not going to be about what you can get, it's going to be about team togetherness, okay? It's going to be about caring about other people, caring about their ideas, helping their ideas flourish, them helping your ideas flourish, and it almost feeling, it could be that you hear about a pregnancy or you have to declare a pregnancy, because the Four of Wands can be all about celebration, okay? So some Virgo women will be declaring a pregnancy that obviously you may want to tell your peers, basically the happy news. For others it's going to be, you're going to be almost like particularly for the Virgo woman, it can be for the man as well, will take on the qualities of the Empress this month, but I think it's going to be more so the Virgo woman is going to nurture, especially if you're a boss, you're going to nurture the talents and the skills of those around you. You're also going to care less about, it's going to be who's got the best idea. No, I would have the best idea because I'm this and I'm going to be, no, it's going to be, okay, there's, you can see that these are all working together, okay? It can also be praise as well. It may be that some Virgos, whether woman or man, will be praised because, again, there's a man in this card. And if you've got a woman boss and you're a Virgo man, you will be praised for your ideas. You will be praised for your, just what you've got to offer, because it's almost unique. It's very, you're very original in ideas and in expression, and so you're praised for it this month, okay, whether you're a woman or a man. And that's what the situation I see in your career. But I do see it being that it can be declaring a pregnancy, working on a project with others. Like I said, it's less about the one man and more about the team, okay? And it may lead to a project becoming very, very successful, or it will be declaring some kind of happy celebration that sees everyone come together and be truly happy for you. Okay, I see this great for Virgos for career, though, in particular, if we take the pregnancy or the potential, creativity out, put the creativity solely in it, because the Three of Pentacles is all about working on something, okay, and working in a team to create quality, okay, and you've got the backing of people, and obviously the Pentacles is an earth card and you're an earth sign, and you've got the Four of Wands, and you can see that these people are going to give this man, who's original, again, he's a craftsman, and he's somebody who people highly respect. And then the Empress is highly respected as well, because she's very original and abundant in creativity and skill. And then you can see the Four of Wands, all these guys, even the King has come, and the Queen, to praise this guy, okay? In other words, the bosses and everything, everybody's happy with you, everyone's praising you, because people come to you, Virgo, because they know they're going to get quality from you, because you are about the quality in what you do. When you're in your good, solid mindset, you will look at the little details, you will pay attention to quality rather than quantity, which other people will overlook for different reasons. It may be ambition, it may be because they don't care about the creativity, they just want the money, all of this, okay? But you don't do that. You're always thinking about the quality, okay? And it can see you taking centre stage in your career, and people looking to you for ideas and looking to you for guidance in terms of either a project or how to start a new project or something. But this month's going to be very successful business wise for you, okay? Okay, so love life is definitely suggesting that some Virgo women are going to definitely be thinking about pregnancy, or may fall pregnant, and this could be with either the King of Cups, okay, so a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer man, okay, and water signs and earth signs are a very good match. So it could see you finding out about a pregnancy, or wanting to start a family with this guy, or it could be the King of Wands, okay, who is a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay, and it could see you definitely, this woman is definitely you. And it's going to be that you're dealing with definitely one of these guys, because the fact that the King of Wands and the King of Cups have come out in your love spread is suggesting that you're going to be, it may be a choice between two, it might not be about pregnancy at all. It may well be, you can see that this woman, the way that I've positioned the cards, is in the middle of these two men, okay, so it may be a choice between one or the other of these men. But the Empress is very, very beautiful, and she has a lot of abundance, and she has a lot of beauty, and a lot of she's an original, and it can mean that you've got a lot to offer, and that the King of Cups and the King of Wands are both vying for your attention, okay? They're vying to make you, the Empress can be, obviously, like I said, pregnancy, so therefore it would mean commitment to me, and it can mean that basically you've got the King of Cups lifting up his cup, and you've got the King of Wands lifting up his, so he's trying to woo you in a passionate kind of way, okay, and get to you in that way, and he's trying to woo you in an emotional way. For some Virgo women, though, it's going to be that you're definitely thinking about settling down and having kids, a child, even with the King of Cups or the King of Wands, okay? So the Ten of Swords has also come up for those for those, sorry, who are single. That's what you're looking at. You're looking at that the Virgo woman is going to be very hot property, very appealing this month, and you're going to have options in love. Again, it may not be of this sign. It may not be a water sign or a fire sign. It may well be that you've got someone who's very passionate, and maybe you need to weigh things up carefully, because the King of Cups offers the emotional and the loving and the long-term commitment, and the King of Wands is very passionate and very appealing visually, but that romance can be short-lived. But then it can be also it may not be short-lived. It may be a passionate, amazing, intense romance, and he may be committed. And then the King of Cups could also be the same. So there's going to be options for the single Virgo out there. And again, you know, love-wise, for the one who's in a relationship, it can be that you know, you're not sure who the dad is. It could be that for some Virgos, I've got to be honest, because the Empress is in the middle, and then you've got the King of Cups and the King of Wands either side. It could be that there's been a love triangle going on, and shit at the fan, and you're not really sure whether it's the King of Wands child or the King of Cups child. So, you know, that's a big possibility there too, because you do have the Ten of Swords. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is all about betrayal. It's all about endings. It's all about you know, finding out about some betrayal. Okay, maybe you've betrayed one of these men, and you have to tell the King of Cups that the King of Wands is the child dad, and he's not, or something. But the Ten of Wands is all about betrayal. The Ten of Swords, though, for me, especially in this deck, which is the Mythic Tarot, you can see that this woman is standing there, and then she's got these demons, okay, on this side here. And for me, the Ten of Swords is all about the mind. So it can be some betrayal or deceit, like I said, that you know you've done something. And the Ten of Swords can definitely be about cheating, betrayal, endings. So the Empress would see you may be worrying about one of these two finding out about something you've done. Could be possibly that. Okay, but the Ten of Swords is all about more your own mindset working against you. Okay. I do apologise for the music in the background. It's my brother and his friends, but obviously I can't ask him to turn it off because it's the middle of the day. But if you can hear that, I do apologise, okay? But if you want the readings done, I'm a busy woman, so I have to get them done now, okay? So the next card is I'll talk extra loud so I outweigh the music. The next card is the Seven of Pentacles, okay? So it's all waiting. So I'm definitely seeing that some Virgo women are struggling with maybe it's waiting to see if they find out, or one of them finds out that you've cheated, or some betrayal comes to light in some way, or maybe it's waiting to see which man's got your best interest at heart. Maybe there's some fear in you that these men are too good to be true, because Virgo women can be quite overly analytical. So it could be that you're over analysing, you've got options, especially if you're single in love, and you your demons are taking over, and you're thinking, yeah, but, and you can see that the Seven of Pentacles is being given an offer, but he's standing back almost like, don't want to take that. So it could be just for some of you, you're weighing up whether these men are, you know, which one's got the best to offer, and which one won't betray you, and which one won't hurt you, but it's causing you a bit of mental conflict. Okay, so let's see what else to see in terms of love there. That's what I'm seeing. I mean, you know, the Empress is in the middle, and then the King and the King at either side, and I'm just seeing, you know, again, if you're a Virgo man, it could be that you're, it could be if you're a Virgo man that the Empress is a Leo woman, and maybe she is pregnant, or maybe she is very beautiful, and maybe you are kind of questioning, you're waiting to see, because there's something going on within your own psyche where you're questioning her loyalty and stuff. Like I said, she could have felt pregnant, and you're kind of thinking, well, we haven't been sleeping together, so how was that? And it may be that there's other men on the scene. It could be something along those lines. Or again, it may not even have anything to do with pregnancy. It may just simply be that you know, she's very beautiful, so she attracts a lot of attention, and you're kind of getting paranoid and jealous, and your demons are taking over, and you kind of, you know, and she seems to be offering you, but you're kind of like, because the Seven of Pentacles again is a man, and it's you know, an earth suit, so it would definitely suggest that it could be just demons taking over because you're with someone who's quite beautiful, and she attracts a lot of attention, so you're waiting to see, or you're thinking that maybe you'll find out about some betrayal. For some of you, you're definitely going to find out about some betrayal in relation to a woman. You know, this can be, in honesty, the Empress is pregnant, and the Ten of Swords is about somebody who's been hurt in a very bad way. This may be, you know, somebody who was possibly made to, you know, in terms of physical intimacy. It can be that, you know, it could be on the King of Wands part, and you find out about something like that, and you're waiting to see what you're gonna do about it. You know, it can be something. You know, the Ten of Swords can be quite. It's when someone is hurt and or portrayed in the worst possible way. So you have to kind of look at all avenues. It can be anything like that, but it could be you find out about something this month. But I think in more sense of the word, for those who are single, it's going to be, you know, for the Virgo man, it might be competing for the affections of a woman who's very beautiful, but has got the attention of other men as well, and you're waiting to see if she will end things with you. Or if you need to kind of simply let her go if you're not in a relationship with her. If you're in a relationship with her, then again, you may be waiting to see if she's going to end things and betray you for one of these other men and take them up on their offer. For those who are single Virgo women, it's definitely going to be, you've got, you know, a couple of options at least, probably a fire and a water sign who really do find you very beautiful, and you're waiting to see, and you know, whether you want to, which one has got the best to offer you, which one will betray you and hurt you, which one's got longevity, and it may be weighing on the mind quite a lot, anything like that. Okay, so a Cancer, most definitely, or if not a Cancer, a water sign is figuring very prominently for me in this reading, because we have the King of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups in this reading. Okay, the Page of Cups is in your emotions, so the Page of Cups is, again, is a child. Okay, so for Virgo women, I'm definitely seeing either the news of a birth, or something around a child, or you know, this could be a second pregnancy for those who are already in a relationship, and the Seven of Pentacles, for those who are already in a marriage with either the King of Cups or the King of Wands, it may be an unexpected pregnancy which sees a conflict in the mind, because the Seven of Pentacles is all about, but I need more money. Okay, I've got this much money, but I need that extra money to be able to fund this pregnancy. So it may be, it could be that you've planned it, but you know, you're still panicking over this extra money to be able to have this child. But I'm seeing it being unexpected in March, and therefore you kind of being like, you know, shit, what am I going to do? I'm weighing up your money situation, and it could be conflicting you mentally, okay? Because the Page of Cups is obviously a child, and it's all about love and all of this, so emotionally, that's what could be affecting you. For those who are, like I said, have got the women who've got the choice in love, or even the men who are dealing with this woman, you're seeing someone who's quite dreamy, who feels childlike, who's gone back to the teen years, who's, you know, just focused on love. Love is consuming them, okay, to the point of that, you know, they just feel, you know, when you're with someone who gives you butterflies, and it could be that that's what the problem is, yeah, for specifically for the Virgo woman, is that both of these men, you know, the King of Wands can be so passionate and so amazing, and then the King of Cups can just be, the King of Cups for me is a Cancer, and I am always attracted to Cancers, and that's because, I don't know, Virgos are very much, and it's because they just have such loving, you know, they have a lot of walls, but when they let you see behind those walls, it's so true when they say they're just like jelly, and it makes me just want to love them, even though they normally hurt me. But the Page of Cups is just over, you know, just that feeling you get when you're with someone who you're falling in love. Okay, so emotionally, it's going to be a woman who you may have fell in love with two men, and that's what's conflicting you mentally, and you're kind of weighing up your situation with the Seven of Pentacles in there. And again, for the Virgo man, it's going to be, you're going to want to be given an offer of love to this woman, because you know that she's quite physically desirable, and also she's not just physically desirable, she's a beautiful woman inside and out, and that's why she's got so much attention around her. But the Page of Cups and emotions says it all, really. It's all about an offer of love. It can be someone who's dreamy, who just, when you just sit there and just think about a person, and when you have to leave that person, it's almost like you're just waiting to get back to that person, that kind of love. Again, like I said, it could be a child is affecting your emotions this month as well. Definitely for the Virgo woman who's married, or in a long established relationship, you may already have a child, which may be the Page of Cups, and you may fall pregnant unexpectedly, and that's what sees you kind of weighing things up, and it's conflicting you, because you're thinking that, I've already got a child to deal with, and we're going to deal with this as well. It can be that. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is also in your emotions. So the King of Pentacles is obviously says it all in emotions. King of Pentacles, again, like I've just said, if you encounter an unexpected pregnancy or something along those lines, you're going to be, or it's something to do with the child, okay, because the Empress is also the mother. So especially with the Page of Cups being in there as a child and the emotions, for the Virgo woman in particular, could be for the Virgo man as well as a father. It could be worrying about your wife or your child, or worrying about your child if you're the woman. Finance may be affecting you not being able to give your child all that they need, okay, because the Empress can be having a lot of abundance, but the Ten of Swords in there says to me there's some worry that there's not enough to go around. So it could be money is affecting your emotions in relation to a child. For those who are dealing with commitment, though, it's going to be the King of Pentacles. It's all about wanting a stable, long-term relationship. So for the single woman who's weighing up her options, she's quite dreamy in relation to the offer she's getting. But the Page of Cups in there may be saying the King of Cups, if you want a long-term commitment, is your better option. And also to note that Virgo and Cancer are a very good match, okay, more so than a fire sign and a earth sign, okay. Fire is too fickle, fire is too adventurous, fire, will put that stable commitment there for a while they're enjoying the passion, but once the passion fizzles out, which it will with a Virgo woman, because of all man, because these are all about practical, about working hard, and for a fire sign, they're going to get pretty bored with that pretty quickly, unless them two are driven in that way. So for me, it's saying if you are trying to weigh things up, especially with that Knight of Cups there as well, the water sign may well be the one who can give you the commitment. But the King of Pentacles, for those who are single, or for those who, whether you be the woman or man, based off the situations I've just explained, I don't want to go again over because we're going to waste time on the other cards, but it's all about excuse me, is all about wanting a long-term commitment with this person. So if you're the Virgo man, you want this woman to choose you, you're a bit worried she may choose one of them and it'll come to an end, okay, and you're waiting to see what she'll do. And you're quite dreamy about her, and you've got a crush on her, and you keep giving her offers to see if and you really want a long-term commitment, because the King of Pentacles is you. If you're the woman, you're weighing up your options, okay, and you're looking at which one, you're feeling quite dreamy, you like both of them, you've got a crush maybe slightly on both of them, but on the same hand, it may well be that you need to go with the one who's going to offer you stability emotionally, is simply what it's saying. And then there's the other scenarios around what I've just explained. The Knight of Cups in the health position is, again, I always see Cups cards in a health position as watch what you drink, watch the food you consume, don't overindulge. But in a health position with what's going on in your love life, and with the King of Cups and also the Page of Cups figuring within your emotions and in your love life, Knight of Cups can be when one's love life is affecting the health, okay. In other words, they're too dreamy and too focused on love, and they're not focusing on they're not focusing on the health, they're not getting outside, they're spending too much time daydreaming, and that can, or overindulging in food and drink to compensate for emotions, so that, maybe they've got choices to make. So the Knight of Cups suggests that you get outside and that you do some physical activity, you know, do something health wise. Another side of it could be do something that brings you joy. Okay, so it may be that some people find gyms absolutely fucking boring, and you think, why am I going to take an hour out of my day to go to the gym? I'm not interested in that. But you may love netball or football or something like that. Go and do it then. Do whatever you feel you're passionate about, okay, that your emotions will kind of enjoy, because by doing that, you will be enjoying what you're doing, and it almost won't feel like exercise, but you'll still be exercising. So that's what I could be saying there. But like I said, with the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, the Page of Cups, basically the whole suit bar from the Queen, in terms of the majors, it's suggesting that watch, love, and daydreaming affecting your health this month, okay, and don't overindulge in specifically in alcohol. Reversed is the Lovers for your spiritual advice. So it makes a lot of sense, reverse the Lovers in your spiritual advice, because it's when someone's no longer looking at the options. The Lovers is all about looking at different options spiritually and what will make them more whole and what brings them peace. But the Lovers almost says that you don't kind of do that. Okay, you're too logical and you're too rational, and it may also that you believe that spirituality doesn't have its place much time to get out of that, because everything is, we spin on a big ball in a universe, okay. At least this past week I've had so many men say to me, that's bullshit, I don't believe in that, and blah blah. And I've got no problem with that. At the end of the day, for me, when someone says to me, I don't believe in that, I don't get offended by it. And I would not want to say to them, but why? You need to, because it's real, because I don't know that any more than they don't know it isn't. I believe in it myself wholeheartedly based off what I've done and, what I've experienced myself. But you need to open your mind, I feel, okay? At least be open-minded to the possibilities of spirituality and what it's got to offer you and the peace it can bring to your life, okay? Because it can bring you a lot of guidance. But on the same hand, like I said, my job is not to tell you that you should be spiritual or that you should look at these options. It's completely up to you. The only way I get offended is when people tell me that I shouldn't believe in what I believe in, or that what I believe in is absolutely concretely bullshit, because quite frankly they don't know that any more than I don't know that none of this exists or any of it. Like I said, I've got my beliefs, they've got their beliefs. It could be that as well, being narrow-minded. Okay, so other people may have beliefs and you may just cut them down and be like, nah, that's, like I said, bullshit, and you need to stop doing that. Okay, if you don't want to believe in that, that's fine. If you want to live in the external world and you don't want to see anything beyond what you can see with your two eyes, that is perfectly fine. Okay, but the Empress is all about the natural world. So that being in the situation position for me is suggesting that Virgo is, this month particularly focused on what she can see or he can see with his own two eyes, which is fine. But let others have their beliefs and you stick to yours too, okay? And that's it. That's simple. The Ace of Pentacles in the challenge position is money again. Okay, so it can be, especially if we're dealing with a pregnancy or something unexpected. It may not necessarily be a pregnancy, it may be something unexpected, or wanting to start up a creative project or something along those lines. The challenge may be either money you're expecting doesn't come to you this month, or the challenge may be that the money you do have, spend it wisely. Okay, watch where your money goes. Make sure that any ideas you've got are really grounded in reality before you start overly spending on it. It can be that. The other side of it is the challenge is that the money that you was expecting to get, it may be funding, something along those lines, does not come in March for you to be able to if you're self-employed, this is not if you're in a career, but if you're self-employed, it may not come. So focus on honing your originality, honing your skills. Don't lose confidence. Everything you have, everything you can achieve is within you. and you can make it happen, but it may just be that you need to wait a little bit while longer for this funding to come through for you to then put your self-employed or your your freelance project into action. Don't give up and keep working on quality. Okay, and get some time outside as well. The Empress is all about spending time in nature, and spending time in nature can make someone, very see the beauty of life. You may become an amazing poet, an amazing painter, anything like that. Okay, particularly for the women. And for the last card, which is the obstacles, you got the Seven of Cups. Okay, so again, it makes perfect sense with the rest of the reading. The Seven of Pentacles is all about options, okay? Looking at one's options. So again, if you're pregnant, it may be, if you're single, it may be, that you've got options in love. It's causing you some conflict because Page of Cups is, when, definitely you could fall in love with two men, or you could find that the King of Wands has things that the King of Cups doesn't have, and it all becomes a little bit messy. And the Seven of Pentacles is when one's waiting to make a decision, and the Seven of Cups in obstacles is all about weighing up those choices, okay? But the King of Pentacles says to me that emotionally what you really see is security and stability, whether you be a Virgo man or a Virgo woman. So the Seven of Cups in obstacles is all about weighing things up carefully. There's some great cups there for you, some long-standing cups there for you, and there's some cups there that are basically not worth the shit that they're made of. Like, they will literally fall away in 10 seconds flat. It's all about making the right choices, okay? It's all about looking at things long term. It's working from the heart as well as the head. But the obstacle is now time to get rid of the superfluous and go with what you know deep down is going to offer you the most stability long term, okay? So it's an absolutely great reading, okay? Again, each month I just pull out and say what the cards say, and I'm sure this is going to relate to some Virgos. But it's all about choices this month for me. It's all about weighing things up. Career looks amazing, okay? Definitely. You're going to be leading the way in your career. You're going to be starting a new project or working on something with at least another 3 people, 4 people, and you are going to be the leader who people look to. Love is going to see you kind of having to weigh things up, okay? Because there's going to be choices there for the Virgo man. It may be a Leo woman or a fire sign woman who's got the attention of other men around her, and it's causing you some mental conflict, and you really want this woman to commit to you, and you're waiting to see what she'll do. Knight of Cups again is all for those of you, the women. There could be an unexpected pregnancy. You could be worrying, you may already have a child if you're married, and you may be worrying about the financial side of it, okay? And it's affecting you emotionally and causing you some mental conflict. The Knight of Cups is suggesting that health may be affected by fluids particularly, or by emotions. So emotional health may be a little bit on the overindulgent side, especially with that Page of Cups and emotions, which could in turn affect the physical health, because you may not be taking enough time for physical activity. So please do, okay? Like I said, for those of you who aren't dealing with the situation but are kind of don't like exercise, my advice is get out there and do something you're passionate about, okay? Go and kick a ball about, go for take your dog for a run, do whatever, do something where it basically involves your emotions and it makes you happy, and in turn it won't feel like a chore. It won't feel like you're exercising. It'll just generally feel like you're enjoying what you're doing. The Lovers, again, don't push your opinion onto other people spiritually. Let them believe in what they want to believe in. Don't let others do that to you, okay? But I do see this month spiritually it's going to be more about you kind of focusing more with what you can see with your own 2 eyes, as opposed to kind of anything more a higher meaning, okay? The Ace of Pentacles as a challenge is that definitely if you're self-employed, you may want to put an idea into practice. And the Ace of Pentacles is suggesting that you may not get the funding this month. It may take next month, because the aces are 1. So it may come next month, but you can either give up or you can accept that it's just going to take a little bit of long time. What the Empress would then do is keep on nurturing a skill, keep on working on a skill until that money comes in, because it's all about the quality, okay? And that money will come. And the Seven of Cups, the same, weigh up your options in relation to, I'm thinking more the obstacle is love life, but weigh up all of your options, okay? For some Virgo women, it's definitely could be a pregnancy, which you're weighing up whether you're to keep because the Seven of Pentacles again is weighing up as well, and Ten of Swords is all about an ending. It's all about you know, demons in the, you know, and the King of Pentacles in terms of emotions, and the Page of Cups as well is kind of thinking, you know, is the child and the stability, and wondering whether you're able to viably keep this child. It can be anything along those lines. Okay, Virgo. So it's just a month of choices, options. You know, for the single woman, it's just going to be, you know, you're going to be on fire. You've just got to make the right choice, because you've got two hot prospects here, but you want the one that brings you the longest term stability. And again, for the man, it could be that, you know, you need to offer your love and show that you're stable to this fire sign woman, if that's what she is, or to this very beautiful you know, abundant woman, so that you can win out over these other two men. Okay, enjoy your month, Virgo. Okay, it's all about choices this month, and I will speak to you in April.